Ethan, 22, just settling into my own place in a quiet Portland suburb. The house was a gift from my folks for my 18th birthday, a fixer-upper that looked like it had been through a war. Cracked walls, peeling paint, a yard like a jungle from some lost world. For 2 years, I poured every spare hour and dime into making it mine, a labor of love and sweat. It's not perfect, but it's home tucked at the end of a street with white picket fences, manicured lawns, and neighbors who wave like they mean it. I didn't know any of them too busy hammering nails to make small talk. My ride's a beat-up black mountain bike, my only wheel since I was 16. It's carried me everywhere, and I can fix it blindfolded. That's what I was doing that day, crouched in the driveway, wrestling with a stubborn chain. The sun beat down, sweat dripping onto the concrete, my world narrowed to metal and grease. Her voice cut through the heat. "Looks like you're keeping busy." I froze, caught off guard, my pulse kicking up. I looked up, and there she was, standing on the sidewalk. Margaret, though I didn't know her name yet, in a light summer dress, sunglasses perched on her head, dark hair falling in soft waves. She wasn't young, maybe late 40s, but her beauty hit like a shockwave, elegant, poised with a quiet fire that made you look twice. I wiped my hands on my shorts, flashed a grin. Yeah, this chain's got a mind of its own. She laughed, a low, warm sound that stirred something in me. "If I were younger, I'd ask you for a ride." Her words hung in the air, teasing, dangerous. Was she flirting? My heart tripped, unsure but intrigued. I shot back, playful, "Who says you can't ask now?" Her eyes sparkled, mischievous, holding mine a beat too long. She shook her head, smiling, and walked off. "Have a good ride, neighbor." I watched her vanish around the corner, her figure etched in my mind, a puzzle I couldn't solve. That night, I sat on my porch with a cold soda, the sunset painting the sky red. Kids played basketball down the street, dogs barked, life went on. But my eyes kept drifting to that corner, hoping she'd reappear. She didn't. I leaned back, grinning like a fool, the memory of her voice looping in my head. This quiet suburb wasn't so quiet anymore. Days passed, and I threw myself into fixing the house, patching the bathroom, wrestling with a busted kitchen light, battling weeds. But she was there in the back of my mind, her smile a spark I couldn't douse. Friday morning, fresh from a shower, hair still damp, I heard a soft knock. My heart jumped, unready. I opened the door, and there she was, Margaret in jeans and a loose white blouse, holding a small white box. Her eyes, warm brown, caught mine, and I felt that same nervous thrill. "Hope I'm not intruding," she said, her smile easy, disarming. I stepped back, flustered but eager. "Not at all." "What's up?" She handed me the box. "A welcome gift. Fresh donuts from a bakery down the street." I stared, caught off guard by the gesture. "Wow, thanks. That's really kind." "I'm Margaret, but call me Maggie," she said. I took the box, my grin betraying me. "I'm Ethan. And yeah, I've been too buried in house projects to explore much." She glanced at my toolbox, her eyes sharp, curious. "I've seen you out here working hard." Her words lit a small fire in me. I gestured to the kitchen. "Want some coffee?" She nodded, and we sat at my mismatched table, sharing donuts, talking like old friends. Maggie lived 4 houses down in a blue place with a big oak out front. She'd been there 15 years, raised 2 sons, both in their 20s, off at college. "I raised them alone," she said. Sipping coffee, her voice soft but steady. "Their dad left when they were young. We were too young when we married. When it got tough, he bailed." I nodded, unsure what to say. Her strength, her quiet resilience hit me hard. That must have been rough. It was, she said, no bitterness, just truth. but it made me tougher. I figured things out. I told her about my own grind working since 16, dropping out of college when tuition got too steep, sinking every penny into this house. It's not perfect, I admitted, glancing around, but it's mine. She smiled, warm, genuine. You should be proud. Most guys your age wouldn't have the guts. Talking to her was easy, natural, like we'd known each other forever. After an hour, she checked her watch. I should go before I overstay. I didn't want her to leave, but I walked her to the door. Thanks for the donuts. She paused, turned back. By the way, I meant what I said the other day. My heart skipped. About the ride. She laughed, playful, and left, leaving me grinning, my head spinning. Days turned restless. I worked on the house, creaky doors, loose gutters, finicky lights, but my eyes kept drifting to her corner, hoping for a glimpse. Wednesday, warm and breezy, I was fixing a porch step, sweat beading, hammer in hand. Her footsteps, light and sure, broke my focus. There was Maggie in tight jeans and a beige sweater, a silver necklace glinting at her collarbone. Hey, handyman, she teased, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. I stood, wiping my hands. Guess I'm the unofficial neighborhood repair guy. She stepped closer, her presence electric. You're doing great. This place looks better every time I pass. Her praise warmed me too much. Still a work in progress, I said, nodding at the porch. She tilted her head, her gaze lingering. Aren't we all? The air thickened, a silent pull between us. She broke the quiet, biting her lip. I hate to ask, but my kitchen faucet's been leaking, driving me nuts. I tried fixing it, but... I grinned, eager to help. I'll take a look. I grabbed my tools and followed her to the blue house, its charm worn but alive. Inside the kitchen was cozy cream cabinets, an old farmhouse sink, photos of her boys everywhere. I knelt by the sink, wrench in hand, feeling her eyes on me, quiet, curious. You're good at this, she said after a moment. Her voice was soft, but it carried weight, stirring something deep. I tightened the valve, chuckling. Necessity teaches you fast when you're broke and everything's falling apart. She laughed, a sound that filled the room, warm and real. I stood, wiping my hands. Fixed. She tested the faucet, her smile bright, and stepped closer, too close. I caught a whiff of vanilla and flowers. The air crackled, heavy with unspoken want. You didn't have to do that, she said softly. Her hand brushed my arm, a fleeting touch that sent a jolt through me. I owe you, she added, pulling back her eyes, searching mine. Let me make you dinner. I blinked, caught off guard. You don't have to. She cut me off, smiling. Just dinner, Ethan. I nodded, my heart racing. Friday night, we met at a small Italian joint, dim lights and checkered tablecloths, old photos of Italy on the walls. We talked for hours, house repairs, bad movies, pizza toppings, life's messes. It got deeper, her voice soft as she spoke of raising her boys alone, the nights she cried, the mornings she forced herself to keep going. An empty house after they left. It's like waiting for a moment you never wanted, she said, swirling her wine. Her vulnerability hit me raw and real. I told her about my own struggles, 2 jobs, dropping out, betting everything on this house. She listened, really listened, her eyes warm, understanding. You're doing great, Ethan, she said. Her words landed heavy, filling a space I didn't know was empty. Outside, under the streetlights, the night air cool, we walked close, her arm brushing mine. At her corner, she stopped. Thanks, Ethan, she whispered, her hand grazing my arm, again lingering. I had a great time. My pulse pounded. Me too. She smiled soft and walked away, leaving me standing there, heart racing, the world quiet except for the crickets. The next morning, I woke up different, her name Maggie looping in my head. Her smile, her touch, her voice at good night. I was 22, not a kid, but this was new, uncharted. I didn't care about the age gap. I wanted her plain and simple, and that want scared me as much as it thrilled me. We started seeing each other more small moments at first. Her waving from across the street, helping me carry groceries, bringing me muffins just because. One afternoon, she knocked grinning, asking me to open a stubborn jar of pasta sauce. I did. We laughed, and I stayed longer than I should have. Our evenings grew into something deeper, cooking together, sitting on her back porch under string lights, talking about everything and nothing. Her hand on my knee, my fingers tucking her hair back, small gestures that felt like promises. One night, I invited her over, cooked spaghetti, my only decent dish. We ate on my porch under a full moon, the air still. She looked at me, her voice barely a whisper. "You make me feel alive, Ethan. I don't know how to explain it." My throat tightened. I feel it too. Her kiss came soft, deliberate, her hands framing my face. It wasn't rushed or clumsy. It was real deep, a moment that burned away the world. We pulled back, eyes locked, knowing the risks, the judgment waiting if anyone found out. But in that moment, none of it mattered. From then on, our nights changed. I'd bike to her place after dark, her porch light a beacon. We'd watch old movies, her head on my shoulder, my arm around her waist. Sometimes we danced barefoot in her living room, slow to soft music. Other nights, passion took over, natural, mutual, respectful. It never felt wrong. It felt like two lonely souls finding solace, a secret world we built together. One night, her head on my chest, she opened up. "When I was young, I thought I had it all figured out, marriage, kids, the perfect house. But life had other plans. My husband left before I knew what love really was. I spent 20 years raising my boys, working 2 jobs, forgetting I was more than a mom." Her words cut deep, and I held her tighter. "Let me give you that youth back, even just for a while," I whispered, meaning every word. We started going out, dinners in the city, small concerts, poetry readings, even a nightclub. She was hesitant at first, the music loud, the crowd young, but I watched her come alive, spinning under neon lights, grabbing my hand, laughing like she was free. "This is crazy," she shouted one night, breathless from dancing. I pulled her close. "Tonight's for you." We stayed out till dawn, walking empty streets, sharing dreams, regrets, fears. At my bike, she hugged me, her head against my chest. "I feel alive again," she whispered, and I knew I did too. Months passed, our secret a quiet comfort. We didn't label it boyfriend-girlfriend fling. It was ours, undefined, perfect. Evenings at her place, cooking, debating garlic bread, sipping wine on her porch swing. Her glances at passing neighbors betrayed a flicker of worry. "Think anyone suspects?" she asked one night. I shrugged, honest. "Maybe." "Does it matter?" She leaned into me. "No, I stopped caring what people think a long time ago. We kept it private, raw, real, behind closed doors." One night, under blankets, candlelight flickering, she spoke words that stayed with me. "This is the happiest I've been in years." I squeezed her hand. "Me too." Her eyes found mine in the dark. "This can't last, Ethan. You'll meet someone your age, have a family, a normal life." Her words hit like a punch, heavy with truth. "Promise me something," she said. "Promise you'll remember me, not the older woman down the street, but the one who made you smile while you were figuring things out." I traced her cheek. "I promise." We held each other, knowing our chapter was nearing its end. Fall came and our time grew scarce. She got busy with volunteer work, visiting her sons. I took a full-time construction job, my days swallowed by work, my nights by exhaustion. We felt the distance grow, but we didn't fight it. It was part of what made us beautiful, never holding too tight. The last time I saw her as more than a neighbor, we sat on her porch swing. No drama, no tears, just gratitude. "You gave me something I thought I'd lost forever," she said. "You gave me my youth back." I smiled, "And you showed me what it means to really be with someone." We hugged, her lips brushing my cheek. "Goodbye, Ethan. Goodbye, Maggie." I walked home under a cool autumn sky, leaves crunching under my boots, the air sharp with change. Her porch light glowed same as always. I smiled, our secret world safe, ours alone. We're neighbors now, friendly, waving, passing by. But that wild, beautiful romance, it's ours forever. I never told a soul. I didn't need to. Even now, years later, biking past her house, I smile knowing I kept my promise.